Like their own retardation is keeping them from using the tools provided for them. And I will be the first person to say that I have a major skill issue in that game. There are a couple of bosses that I have a major issues with. But those come more from the boss design than from the actual game. Like the game itself isn't hard, it is just the way the bosses are made that I really struggle with. But at the same time, newsflash, I beat Mesmer, one of the titular bosses of that DLC, like one of the main bosses, one of the bosses that people have been complaining about, and one of the more difficult. I beat it on first try. And apparently Marius and Sana don't know each other for some reason. But I beat it on first try, and people are complaining because they don't use those tools provided to them. Like at that moment, you just don't have a right to an opinion. Like if you are that retarded. I still haven't completed the DLC. I know that the last boss in specific will be brutal. Like I've heard, like that is one of the main things people have been complaining about. But at the same time, they refuse to use the fucking upgrades. But yeah, I'm going into that final boss when I eventually get there, with full expectations that I'm going to get my ass kicked, even with all the upgrades I've managed to find. But yeah. Okay. Okay. Fast bitch. Okay, she isn't nearly as difficult as Alice was. Or it may be just my skill issue with Alice's boss for some reason. There we go. I do have to wonder, why did they like yeah, we saw Akio and Kozuzu. Like Marius wasn't even acquainted with them. Like I have to ask, what is the reasoning behind this? Also I see the evil dragon painting from Forbidden Scrollery. But if those events took place, why no one knows each other? Like, especially with Forbidden Scrollery, because Forbidden Scrollery ended right before the events of Urban Legend in Limbo. Me and Primal Abe actually had like our own theories that Kozuzu would be playable in Urban Legend in Limbo because of how the game was marketed and how the manga ended, but ultimately that didn't turn out to be the case. Also, why are Sumirego's hands so long? and also there's a clear like difference in quality between Marisa's and Sumireko's models compared to Kosuzu and Sanae. Okay, so a hole in a wall. And apparently no new side quest, but let's... equipment. Yeah, I still don't know what to use those strength stones for, but I think we'll figure that out eventually. This would be an upgrade if it wasn't such a massive drop for our crit rate. Critical damage. Why the fuck is our every new item so shit compared to... Okay. This may actually be an upgrade because critical damage is raised without compromising many of our other stats. Yeah, I think we'll take these and then see if there's an upgrade here. No, does not seem like we have an upgrade. Okay, I really hope we start to get like new sort of drops so we don't have to rock our current setup till the end of the game. Mysterious door. If there are people who came here from outside, but then there's gotta be people who can leak and soak it too. Hey. And who might that be? That's a Kappa. Come on. Come on. Like, you had models. I mean, not you have portraits for all standard characters. You could have used Nitori's portrait and just modeled, like change it up a little, change the hair color and eye shape and all that, because at the end of the day the Kappa in this game, they are almost copy and paste models with just some differences. You could have just made same changes for the portrait, not used like cropped image of her model. Like, that's just cheap. Hello. Ow, Nitori. Okay. Nitori is not... What? What? Nah. Okay. A hub world for underground as well. And apparently for some reason, Marisa is not aware of this either. But I do love the arrangement of Heartfelt Fancy. The same one from Scarlet Curiosity used in this game, because this arrangement is just pure gold. Hold on. Did she say help you with... No, it was errands. I read it as retards. Holy shit. Like, I was like, did Satori just drop that so casually? Sadly not. So they are introducing the Lake of Blood already, despite this game only being retelling of Urban Legend Limbo. Well, it does make sense that Satori would have known about it well in advance, before we actually learn about it, but still. Strange that they're incorporating things from upcoming games in the timeline's perspective, but also retconning things from previous games. Okay. A lot of errands given us. Like, this game has like it tries to weave like a cohesive story. It tries to have a cohesive story, and the story is trying to be quite pretty, but the story tries to be relevant all the time, which I do have to say it takes away from the pacing. Like, a lot of the game is just long sections of... Yes, of course. A lot of the game is just dialogue sections, and you just have to read and read and read. Scarlet Curiosity didn't have that. It was like really simple reasons as to why you need to go here and do this thing. Like, it was just really simple reasons given. But here, just the game feels like a need to explain things in a lot more detail than they actually have to. And I think that is hindering the pace. Large room. Actually, let's check. Critical rate is reduced, but almost everything else is raised, so 2% decrease we can... Pearl bracelet. Oh, and then it would be good, but it just... wait, hold on. No. I for a moment I thought our attire had changed with us changing our clothes, but apparently that did not. That wasn't the case. Okay, hello.